What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Rahul, and today we're going to be going over a deck that did pretty well at the Hegster event on Monday. A little bit interesting, a little bit unorthodox, but it's a cool one prize deck that we haven't really seen before, so let's jump right into it. If you're enjoying the content here, remember to subscribe, like, do all the above, and hopefully we can keep getting some fun content out there. Let's jump right into the deck. Alright guys, here's the deck. Now, it's going to be a little interesting because it's Wailord. Now, what does that mean? Well, we're going to learn together. So Water Veil removes all special conditions, but that doesn't really matter. The attack we're looking at here is Hydro Pump. 40 plus 10 for each water energy attached to this Pokemon. So obviously we're looking to two-shot things with this one prize deck. And eventually we can, maybe one-shot, but I don't think that's even a possibility with how many energy we play. But we use Articuno so that we don't get bossed up, because it prevents all water bench Pokemon from getting, bossed up and stuff like that. And we can even Cold Cyclone early enough to move the energy from the Articuno, set up some damage, and move it to the bench. We play 2 copies of Zacian to draw cards, because we really need to draw cards in the early game, or we will stutter. A copy of Mew, because Rapid Striker Shifu can be a problem, because it can take out our babies, it can take out our Frosmoths. Oricorio, so we can draw a bunch of cards on knockout. And 1 copy of Magikarp and Wailord-GX Tag Team, Super Splash for 180, and I mean, if the dice rolls it, you can maybe Towering Splash. I don't know if you want to at any point, but Super Splash for 180 seems very strong. And then we have Frosmoth, which has Ice Dance, which is the main engine of the deck to get energies into play. Now, the deck plays 4 copies of Capacious Bucket to find energies, put them into your hand. Plays 1 copy of Energy Recycler to reset some energies, obviously. 1 copy of Evolution Incense to find some other stuff. 1 copy of Ordinary Rod. 1 copy of Gear, very interesting. I don't know if I would keep this. I would probably cut this and just make it a second Evo Incense, honestly. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and do that for us, our sake. 3 copies of Pokémon Communication. 4 copies of Quick Ball. 1 copy of Reset Stamp, 2 Training Court, 1 Boss, 4 Rosa, 4 Sonia, which normally isn't the best card, but in this situation, we can dig out our energies, we can dig out our Pokemon, and we're okay. 3 Air Balloons and 13 Water Energy. Guys, let's see how this deck works. We're up against Faustado Pastel. Seems like he's got a Lightning deck box, which is already a little bit scary for us. Considering the stage 1 Wailord is weak to Lightning. I think the tag team is weak to Grass. But we do win the coin flip, so we get to go first. Maybe going second with the Sonia is correct, but I feel like with an Evolution deck, you definitely want to go first. We're going to go ahead and open the Magikarp and Wailord, just because it's a big boy and we can retreat it or something like that in a turn. Okay, so our opponent doesn't have the best of starts. We're going to go ahead and get rid of an energy. Grabbing ourselves a Snom. Let's check what's in the deck. Alright, our opponent is emoting, giving us some hearts. Looks like he's either heard of this deck or he's a fan of it already. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Get the Wailmer down. Attach the active in case we need to retreat / get the Super Splash off. And we'll go ahead and draw. Now, Sonia is not going to do much for us here, unfortunately. We're probably going to have to go back into a Zacian. But we can go attach Air Balloon, drop the Articuno, retreat into that Sonia for 2 energies. Or a basic. Basically, we can grab ourselves another Snom if we need to and just draw some cards. We can grab ourselves Snom or Oricorio in case something gets knocked out. So here's how we're going to do it, yeah. We have a ton of outs in the deck to get more things rolling. So we kind of just have to hope we don't Uber Brick here. Sonia does give us some options, so we'll see where this takes us. A fan of Waves is not typically in the Lightning deck, so he's probably either playing like a Victini VMAX deck or, okay, Single Strike. Interesting. That's not a deck that I would typically expect to be playing Fan of Knives. Or not Fan of Knives, Fan of Waves. But, Okay, he's putting the Outrage guy here. That's very interesting. Maybe his hand's just not amazing. Okay, he's just going to discard. He's playing a copy of Rosa in Single Strike, which is actually very interesting. Obviously, the Single Strike deck has a lot of issues and flaws. Early game being its toughest part. This is a very strong start from them. So we'll go ahead and do this. Do this. I think a Sonia is in order. We're going to grab ourselves... I think another Snom seems warranted. And let's grab ourselves the Oricorio just in case. And we're going to go ahead and retreat so we don't get bossed. We have a balloon to pivot this if we need to. We're going to hold the balloon just in case. We get into a Wailord, we get into another Sonia, but unfortunately we're missing the crucial piece, which is the Frosmoth. We do play a bunch of search cards, a bunch of comms, 2 Evo Incense, so we should be able to find this ideally soon, because the longer we get stuck, the worse it is for us, obviously. But if he can't deal with this Articuno early enough or has to burn resources on this, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. So the Oricorio goes back into the deck. The balloon, unfortunately, also goes back into the deck. I would have liked to keep the balloon. But this is okay. He's going to power this guy up. But what we're going to do is communication the Mew back in, grab a Frosmoth, get the Wailord, Sonia, get 2 energies, and then if he I'm trying to think. If he laser focuses this turn, okay, he's already putting damage on himself, which is like kind of nice for me. But I think he might switch and take a knockout this turn. Yeah. So it's definitely already pretty scary. We're down a prize, and he's going in with the baby. He can't use Impact Blow next turn, so that's a little bit of something. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. Do this. We can also just grab Oricorio and try to dark cards, which I think is fine. We'll go Wailord on the back. And we'll draw 3 cards with Dance of Tribute. Okay, so we do get the Rosa. Let's go ahead and grab Frosmoth. If we somehow get a knockout this turn, that'd be pretty legendary, but I don't think we can. We're close, though. Let's not grab this. Articuno might be better. We'll go ahead and recycle these 4 energies back. Bucket 2 into our hand. We're going to go ahead and accelerate all 3 of these onto the GX here, because we can potentially one-shot this little guy next turn. With this hand, we can't right now, but we're going to go ahead and just Intrepid, take the 3 cards we get. We do have the Sonia follow-up for the energy, so we can go ahead and attack / knockout next turn onto the single strike if he doesn't evolve it. And we're hoping he doesn't. Maybe he just decides not to do anything here, because I guess I could have grabbed the balloon, but I didn't grab the balloon, so I might get slightly punished because of that. Attaching a 4th energy means he is probably prepping for the G-Max 1 blow. Not on Snom, though. There's never a world where this poor Snom gets G-Max 1 blow, right? He can just beat down the Snom if he evolves, though. So his setup in his early turns have been pretty insane. He's gotten all 4, like, Houndooms are set up, all 4 single strike energies are into play. And a Marnie comes through. This is, albeit quite annoying to deal with, but there's another Rosa. That's very good. So we can even promote Frosmoth and Rosa for like Articuno or something, and then move the energies. Which might be okay. If he misses, I'm really, really hoping he misses the VMAX this turn. That would be like super ideal for me. Obviously him getting the knockout would also be pretty ideal, but laser focus. Okay. That's good. He missed the VMAX. Then he gets 600 energy. Now the question is, can we move the active? And the answer is unfortunately no. So we'll go ahead and accelerate both of these energies here. I think we're going to Evo Incense just to thin the deck out a little bit. And we'll go ahead and Intrepid Sword. Now, being stuck in the active like this kind of sucks, but we do play a bunch of balloons. Attaching it to the Articuno that turn would have given us one less balloon to work with, but our opponent's been Marnie chaining us, which isn't ideal for them, honestly, but it's working pretty nicely for us. Research comes through. They're probably going to find the VMAX here. 2 urns are gone. That's important to note. They really want to find the VMAX here because with the 2 energies they already have, they can just one-shot us using Gmax 1 blow. So, but if they miss it again, we can take the knockout here and they can look for the Gmax 1 blow with this guy. And then I don't really know what to do from there game-wise. The game definitely would get tough for us. Being stuck like this definitely hurts. All 4 of his energy are in place, so these Houndooms don't really do anything. He's got the Furious Anger. He's knocking out our boy. We're going to come up with the whale this time. Right. Here we go. Let's see how we do it. Balloon here. Let's start with 3 cards for free. Okay. Let's go ahead and Rosa. Reset Stamp seems... no, I don't need a Reset Stamp. Water for sure. I think Bucket to start setting up the other guy. And a Wailmer. I think these are very optimal 3 cards here. We can go ahead and do this. Get ourselves 2 more energies. And now we can accelerate 4 energies onto this Wailord, so it becomes a backup attacker in case this active goes down. That being said, I, again, don't know how to clean up this game. But if he doesn't knock out this Magikarp and Wailord-GX, I can try to move and figure something out. So let's go ahead and do this. We do take out one of the babies. This opens up the possibility that Dedenne or Crobat or something can do something now. We'll see what play he makes now. Crobat comes up, which means his hand might not be amazing. Or capture energy. That seems fine. After this initial Gmax 1 blow, though, if he doesn't play 4 Earn of Vitalities, maybe we're just okay. He's playing 3 stadiums, which is really heavy, actually. So maybe we're okay in the grand scheme of things. Huh. Okay. Marnie comes out again. It definitely looks like he's digging for the VMAX. I mean, it doesn't look like he's had it yet. I'm hoping he whiffs here. And if he does, we find our 1 boss would be super ideal, but Pokemon Communication, there he has it this turn. But the thing is, if he goes for the Gmax 1 blow and kills me, and his Urn is not in the deck, then I'm okay, I think. Right? Like, I should be okay because he discards all of his energy. There's the Urn. But Wailord has 200 HP, so he needs 2nd Urn as well. Because he's going to go Gmax 1 blow. Unless he gets Urn, or unless he gets Accelerated Boss in hand. So now I don't like what this hand is. If I top deck a Rosa, it would be super nice because I can get the stamp in the deck. But I would love to. That's like pretty much our best shot at winning this game. Ask and you shall receive, as they say. Oricorio, draw 3. Quick ball with Mew. We grab ourselves Articuno. Is giving him Training Court negative in any way. He can beat me down for 100, but unless he finds 2nd Urn, it doesn't change anything math-wise. But maybe he only plays 2 fighting, basic fighting, so maybe I don't give him Training Court this turn. I think maybe I just don't give him Training Court. Let's Sonia. Let's just Sonia. So now he can win with a beatdown on Wailmer. but that's his only win con. Hydro Pump, knockout. Actually, I was trolling the entire time. I actually had knockout. Hydro Pump, knockout. Yep, we kill the single striker, and we're down to 1 prize. Holy moly, this deck is kind of crazy. So we're down to 1 prize, and what can he do? I mean, can he kill with this? If he gets another urn, he can put 3 energies here and then go boss kill. That's his only win condition. If not, we're hydro pumping our way to victory. No, the Oricorio. Ah, that's unfortunate. Okay. I think we could have won that a lot cleaner if our active didn't get stuck for so long. Guys, second game of the day. We're getting into the Fen. The first one was a really close one. I definitely think I made a couple of mistakes here and there, but the deck is cool, interesting, and I'm learning as we go. The deck definitely feels like it's got a lot of moving pieces, but I can't complain, I guess, is like how I'll put it. I think the deck is really cool, so we're going to try to work on this a little bit more. Litten, I don't know what meta I'm in right now. We'll go ahead and grab our main star, actually, Wailmer, I think, over Snom, because I think next turn I'm going to Cold Cyclone anyway. So we'll go ahead and Sonia next turn. We're going to Sonia, grab ourselves Snom and Zacian. Maybe Quick Ball for Zacian was more correct there. Maybe Quick Ball for Zacian was more correct, and then next turn I can Sonia for Snom, Wailmer. I think that might have been more correct. It's a single strike dot deck, it looks like. Single strike and friends, it looks like. M-Bar, I don't know what M-Bar does. Karina's Focus, Rapid Strike as well. Looks like just a hodgepodge of cards. Okay, let's see how this shakes up. I think we can also comfortably Sonia for Snom. And I think we go second Wailmer. And we just go ahead and do this. We Cold Cyclone. And we move them both to the Wailmer. So now we get an attack off, we get a prize, we get to start powering up our guy. There's a Frosmoth, so if our active gets knocked out here, things get super good for us because we can Rosa for the Wailord, Balloon, and then a follow-up supporter for the next turn. 30 more damage on single strike, and a Bruno comes in. This deck is definitely a strange one. I don't really know what's going on, but I think it's like a stage 1 single strike kind of deck going on here. Evo Incense maybe goes Houndoom, accelerates to itself, does more damage here. Because Houndoom would do 90 with the thing. And then with this, it would do 110 and knock me out. So it would knock me out if you got the Houndoom out. Litten. Looks like 70 damage bite. That's actually a lot of damage for a bite. Alright, this actually is kind of cool. I can pivot it. So maybe we just go in with Wailmer. Maybe we just go in with Wailmer. Because we do 80 damage here. Or we do 90 damage here, and I just think I bring this up, and I go ahead and one-shot it with the Wailmer. Getting rid of some of his damage on the board. Taking a prize. There's a Wailord. I was going to try to bait it into the, bait him into activating my Rosa, because he does need to take a knockout at some point. But also, I don't mind just taking a free prize where it's given to me. Torracat comes down, another Bruno. I'm interested to see what his actual attacker is. Probably Incineroar GX, right? at this point. So we're gonna have another strong bite coming out. Yeah, it looks like a candy. Emboar off of his Bruno. Wow, there's gonna be a lot of damage coming out. Another Houndour. Maybe the whole deck is just like using bite for a ton of damage. That'd be kind of funny. Okay, let's get the Wailord out. Let's go ahead and bucket. I'm doing a ton of damage already. I don't think I need to do more right now. We'll go Accelerate 2 here, and we'll Hydro Pump for 170. Take out this Houndour. We do have the type advantage. We've taken 3 prizes in this 1 prize matchup, it looks like. So far without him doing anything. Our hand isn't spectacular again, but we can Rosa for what we need to Rosa for. And it's like not like Torracat actually does. I don't know which Incineroar he'll go into is the question. Probably GX. Which GX? There's a fire and there's a. I don't know what stage 2 regular Incineroar does. But if there's any game to find out, this one might be it. Oricorio-GX, draw some cards. Very nice. And another Pite for 70. Alright. Plus 30, plus 30. So this is, I understand the deck now. He's just playing a 1 prizer deck where Houndour is meant to do a lot of damage because you get the plus 20 acceleration. You have the bite, so 40 here, 60 there, or 40 there, 70 there, and then 100 there. So you're like a 1 prize deck that kind of, okay, I understand now. We'll go ahead and Sonia. We're getting basic Pokemon here. I mean, I could Wailord tag team, but I think it's just better if I do this route. Maybe not. Maybe I just do this. Let's do this to be safe. I'm gonna hold this because I don't need to play it yet, and we'll go ahead and Hydro Pump. Going out of 2 prize cards before our opponent's even taken 1, so I think we're in a very advantageous position. We have another Evolution Incense, which means we can get another Wailord, or we can get another Frosmoth, and we have Oricorio to draw some more cards. So Rosa can fetch whichever piece we're missing. Training Court to get us an energy back, Rosa to get us another energy. And then the follow-up Rosa can be to grab another supporter. So I think we're in a really okay spot. All things considered. Wow, that's so he got 3 Emboars out total this game actually. So he's going plus 90. Okay, he's just going for the Wailmer. Interesting. He's gonna one-shot the Wailmer here. Not how he drew it up, but it kind of works out anyway. It's like not exactly how he drew it up, but it works out, right? It works out exactly as planned. Oricorio comes down. Let's draw 3 cards. What's Rosa? Let's do this. Let's get another Rosa, because I'm probably sure we're going to die. I mean, I probably shouldn't have, because I have another Rosa in hand. Evo Incense. Get the Frosmoth. Training Court. Grab the energy back. Wailord can handle this deck, honestly, so it's not like a big issue. But it's actually kind of crazy like how nice I'm streamlining it. And that's the game, and we win with Wailord, which is a crazy deck, honestly. That's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed Wailord. Definitely an interesting 1 prize deck. I think it's not tier 1 by any means, but it's a really fun deck and probably very cheap to build. So I hope you try it. It was a lot of fun for me. I'll probably play it a little bit more on ladder. Maybe if there's any alternative formats coming up, I might try it out as well. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, the following. But I'll be back with more content as we continue. So until next time, peace out, guys.